Test,
And now the
test.
starting lineup. Shortstop, number
It's a chilly Thursday afternoon here at Carlo Crispino Stadium. 57 degrees to be exact. Winds going in the southeast direction. Going to be a very chilly day to play some baseball today. But we have the number 2 Calvert Hall Cardinals facing off against the number 4. Facing off against the number 4 seeded Loyola Blakefield Dons. Should be in for a good matchup today. Both these teams on some hot streaks, good forms recently. And see when game time begins. And leading off for the Dons, we're going to have Joshua Bonaparte.
starting the game for the Dons is number 1, Josh Bonaparte.
Starting off pitching today, we will have Don Barr, the senior pitcher for the Cards. Committed to Georgetown. Looking for a big game out of him. And starting off the day with a strike from Don Barr. Loyola, by the way, currently on a 5-game win streak. And if they beat Calvert Hall will be tied with third with Curly. So a big game standings-wise for the Cards. As second pitch, high and outside for ball 1. And first base ump. Gonna call that one for a ball, so count is 2-1. This one popped up. Lamar King tries to track it, and that one is far gone. Which brings us now to 2-2. And he's going to get him. Barr retires the first batter. Now we have number 15, Leo Faust. Faust, the left fielder now. Loyola recently beat Moore Catholic from New York 17-0. And in their most recent game, 5-2 against Curley. They've enjoyed great success recently, as that one goes high for ball one. Ball two, rather. A little outside there.
Batting next for the Dons is number 13, Trent Ware.
We have Trent Ware coming up now, the third baseman for the Dons. And he has a man on first. And this one chopped to right field. And it looks like it will go foul. The wind will definitely be a problem today carrying those balls. Barr sees Faust on first. And an inside pitch. King mishandles it. And Faust will successfully get second. A little bit of miscommunication early on. This one again, low and to the left. And Loyola's dugout's definitely loving it. Barr quickly glances back at second as we await the pitch. Outside and a walk. Barr quickly conferences with Lamar King as we are now going to have Austin Gamil.
Batting next for the Dons is number 30, Austin Gemmel.
First ball in for a strike. Calvert Hall recently over spring break was in Florida for a tournament, more specifically the Beline Jesuit Easter Tournament. 3-1, so good success down there. Solid spring break for the Cards, as that one comes in for ball 1. Gamo's going to watch that one come in for ball 2. Definitely tell Loyola's doing a good job keeping things lively on the road. It's definitely a big advantage. As Barr gets him to swing for strike 2. Last matchup between these two was at Loyola Blakefield, and that was where Calvert Hall came away with the 11-run win. Calvert Hall is very used to coming away with some big wins. 6 of their wins have been of 10-plus runs. And we're hoping to see a little bit more of that action today. Now will be fouled straight back towards the net. Still 2-2. And Barr's going to attempt the pickoff. However, that's going to be Faust making it back in timely fashion, and we're still on a 2-2 count. And this one's going to come in a little bit high. This will be Gemmel facing full count now as he steps back into the batter's box. And Barr will catch him swinging. The long at bat goes Barr's way. He wins the battle there. As we're going to have Jake Hawk come up,
Batting next
the
for Dons
catcher.
is number 26, Jake Hall.
Loyola has 2 down now as Hawk steps up at the plate and fouls one right over the backstop on his first pitch. Very interesting thing. The Calvert Hall dugout just does not seem very energetic right now. But Loyola is providing all the energy in theirs. So far, not a bad first inning for the Dons. 2 runners on. Hawk looking to get on as well now. 0-2. Barr, third pitch outside. King tries to pick him off, and he gets him. That will retire the sides and will bring a little bit of energy to this Calvert Hall side. Great read there by Lamar King. Great throw.
Heading into the bottom of the first, the score tied at 0.
Great job by Jack Kerr to make that out. And then we'll be back to see the Cards bat first, or bat second. Now coming into the bottom of the first, on the mound for the Dons, Luke McCullough, number 8.
Leading off the bottom of the first for the Cardinals.
And up first
Number 8, Jake Butler.
Will be the shortstop, Jake Butler. Butler's had a phenomenal year for the Cards, and he's going to watch the first pitch come in for strike 1. And McCullough starts off 0-2 on Butler. That one a little bit just to the outside, as Butler enters the box to a 1-2 count. That one very far to the outside, and the count's even. Butler gonna make some contact with that one, popping it back up over the backstop. And McCullough letting this count get away from him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Butler faces the full count. The pitch will be tipped way off into the parking lot. Told it did not hit a car. So we're all good. McCullough now. That one's going to be low. Jake Butler is going to take a walk, head to first, as first baseman Connor Keys is going to approach the plate.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 11, Connor Keys.
This one a looping pitch. Coming just inside. Great pitch there from McCullough. That'll go down for strike 1. Butler on first, taking a lead. McCullough comes off the mound a little bit. It's back in the stands. And Butler's going to take off, but Keys is going to send this one to the gap in center field. Butler will likely come home from this one. Keys is going to turn 2. And very early on, Calvert Hall striking. Connor Keys with the double and the RBI. In a drastic turn of events, Calvert Hall's dugout now getting very live. As the Georgia Tech commit Lamar King comes up to the plate with a runner on. Lamar's definitely a power hitter. See if he can drive in Keys. Of course, still no outs in this early inning, and that one comes very close to hitting King. This one will start 1-0. As McCullough glances back at second. And the pitch now, right down the middle. Lamar just misses that one. Definitely looked like he could have got some power on that one. And that one again, tipped right back into the dugout. Nearly taking off the heads of some of the bench. And that'll be 1-2. Lamar looking to put Wood to the ball here in the right place. And this one popped back up. Almost tracked down there by Jay Calk. Couldn't do it. And Lamar will have another chance. That one just escaped Hawk's glove there. Waiting the pitch. McCullough glances back. The pitch, looping one, nearly took Lamar's head off. He was able to duck in time. And we'll come to 2-2. McCullough glances back. Pitch. This one low into the outside, and Lamar will be facing full count. And this one placed perfectly for Lamar King, and that one is gone. 2-run home run for Lamar King. Two-run home run to left field. And that one looked gone as soon as it left the bat. Moonshot there from Lamar King, the catcher. And that will propel Calvert Hall up 3-0 very early on in this game. Still 0 outs. That one's got to be very disheartening for McCullough. We'll now have Chase Tavalli stepping up. Looked for a minute like McCullough might win that matchup, but Lamar King comes out of full count and blasts that one.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 26, Chase Tavalli.
The center fielder Tavalli will come up now. And this one straight out to right field. And Tavalli, the ball heading straight for the Loyola bus. Pretty ironic. 0-1 now is the count, and that one winds in for a ball. One and one, and that one's near the turf. And the count will move to 2-1. And this one going to be hit right down the left field line. And that'll be good for us. And they're going to call that one foul. Now be 2-2. Looks like Chase thought that one was fair. Nevertheless, he'll come back to the plate. And that one right down the middle, tracked down by the third baseman. Easy throw out to first. And that'll be number 14, Zach Stoles.
Is number 2, John Harris.
Stoles making the nice throw out there. Way to track down that ball as John Harris now will come up to the plate. This one curves in for a strike. Good curveballs, some good curveballs coming in from McCullough today, as Harris will go down 0-1. This one curved to the outside now. And a tricky one there from McCullough, as it'll now be 1-2. And Loyola does not concede a lot of runs. Only once have they had a game where they've let up double-digit runs. That game was against Calvert Hall. So statistically, the defense has looked pretty sound this season. As we're now looking at yet another full count matchup. McCullough has not done so well in this first inning. Still no outs, and this one will be low and to the outside. So John Harris will get the walk.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 5, E.J. Hankerson.
And E.J. Hankerson, the left fielder, going to come up now. Great walk-up song for E.J. This one looping in. Going to be called for a ball. Curveball clearly McCullough's pitch of choice here today. Will not work that time. Want to know the count. Harris on first. As McCullough goes. Just outside. Called ball 2. And this one set into the parking lot. It'll be strike 1 for Hankerson. So he waits the pitch. Harris takes the lead on first. And he's going to take off. EJ will make contact, sent to the shortstop. And easy throw out there. And a good play there from
is number 22, Dylan Aguilera.
Good play there from Trent Ware, the shortstop, as Dylan Aguilera will now come up after the Hankerson ground out. 2 outs now for the Cards. Harris still on second, and this one will be bumped right back to the pitcher, McCullough, and he'll make the easy throw out. So that'll be 3 down for the Dons, but not after conceding 3 runs after the Lamar King 2-run homer, and we'll be back for the start of the second. Jake Hawk going to lead off here as Barr waiting for the first pitch, and this one will be sent to right field, foul territory. Good for strike 1. Already pretty solid first inning. This one will be sent to Jack Kerr. Scoops it up, makes the thrower to first to Connor Keys, gets him out. And right off the bat, firing on all cylinders here for the Cards. For the quick first out.
Batting next for the Dons is number 5, Josh Braxton.
As the center fielder, Josh Braxton, comes up to the plate for the Dons next. And gonna be looking at ball 1. Pitch number 2 in for strike. A little outside. Definitely a little wind action going on. Tarp on the back wall. Seems to be flowing a little bit. Other than that, it is a very sunny day out. A little bit chilly. It's now 2-2 on the count. That one a little high. We see a 3-2 count now. And this one outside, and Braxton will be walked. Free trip to first base now.
Batting next for the Dons is number 7, Grant Bruns.
This will be Bruns, number 7, with Braxton on first. Barr looking back and forth. The pitch sits in there for a strike. And Lamar loses track of that one. That one must have been just outside there. Calls it ball 2. This one thrown near the feet of Bruns, and he'll be looking at 3-1. Bar starting off struggling here. Gets things back on track as that one's fired right back towards the net. Crowd gets a little jump scare, but we'll have a 3-2 count. The pitch. And Bruns will take his base. 2 walks in a row for Barr. Not looking in great form. We'll have Zach Stoles.
Batting next for the Dons is number 14, Zach Stoles.
Had a nice throw out to first. Off Chase Tavalli's hit. And first pitch swings big and a big miss, which will bring up strike 1 with 2 runners on. Barr looking to get a hold of this thing again. And he's going to attempt to get Braxton. Pitch coming in from Barr. Stoles again, a big swing and a miss for strike 2. A lot of power in that swing, just can't make contact quite yet. And he's sitting in a hole right now. And this one going to be fired to the shortstop. Looking to turn a quick double play. And that's going to do it. That's going to retire the sides. That's Jake Butler doing it all by himself. Tagging second, making the quick throw over to Connor Keys at first. And that's how you regain control of an inning, as the Cards will now be back up to bat at the bottom of the second. Now going to have Tyler Gibbons coming up to start off the second for the Cards, the second baseman.
Leading off the bottom of the second for the Cardinals is number 18, Tyler Gibbons.
And Gibbons going to send this one to center field for a quick single.
Batting next for the Cardinals Cardinals is number 3, Jack Kerr.
Rounding out the order will be Jack Kerr. Gibbons now tacking on the 3rd hit for the Cards on the day. Kerr has him at first. Gibbons going to take off and mishandled there at second base by Bonaparte. Might have been a good look for the Dons. Ball bounces straight up out the glove of Josh Bonaparte. And Jack Kerr facing a 1-1 count. Jack Kerr going to go for the bunt. He gets it. McCullough handles it. And he will advance Gibbons to third. And Kerr
Batting next for the Cardinals is
facing the
number
throw
8,
out off the
Jake
bunt.
Butler.
As number 8, Jake Butler, the George Mason commit, I'm told, will come back up to the plate after a walk in his first appearance. Butler was also the one who turned the double play rather all by himself to round out the top of the second. See if he can continue his hot streak. McCullough is in. And the pitch. Bat straight to the shortstop. Handled well. Throw is no good. Butler's going to be safe on the infield single and will also drive Gibbons home.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 11, Connor Keys.
And Ware just cannot get that one over there in time. Jake Butler will be safe at first on an infield single. And we'll be seeing Connor Keys, who doubled last time up, in this exact scenario. Let's see if he can do this one again. First one, low and to the left for ball one. Tough crossbody throw from Trent Ware we just saw. Way to get it there, but just not in time, unfortunately. As McCullough's going to try to pick off Jake Butler. Not going to work. And Butler's going to take off, and again, just mishandled. Wind looked like it may have had a little bit of a factor with that one, but Butler will get to second in time. Count is currently 2-0 after the stolen base. And this one curling to the outside there. McCullough's in a hole right now. 4 straight balls, Connor Keys will take a walk. And Lamar King, the heavy hitter.
For the Cardinals is number 4, Lamar King.
Lamar King returning to the plate after his 2-run home run. Now has 2 runners on. He could really put on a show for the crowd out here today. With 2 runners on. And McCullough is going to have the pitch. Tries to turn 2. He will not get King in time, but he will get off Connor Keys, and it looks like Jake Butler will come home. So despite Connor Keys out, Lamar King will single. And he will have his 3rd RBI.
Is number 26, Chase Davali.
As Chase Davali will come up now. Grounded out last time up. Davali now with Daniel Jenkins is going to be pinch running here for Lamar King. Smart movie is a track star, of course. As Davali, big swing and a miss. And Daniel Jenkins is going to take off on that one, on that wild ball. 2-1 from McCullough. Not a great inning for him. 2 outs, though, for the Dons. As the Cards have tacked on 2 more runs to take a commanding 5-0 lead. And this one is going to be made contact by Davali. He will drive in a run and get a base hit. Daniel Jenkins will come in for the run as John Harris, who walked last time out, the designated hitter for Don Barr, will come up, and the Dons decide to talk it over at the mound.
Sorry.
And already the first 4 batters in the lineup have at least 1 RBI as Calvert Hall jumps out 6-0 with 5 hits.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 2, John Harris.
John Harris will come up. As I just mentioned, walked in his last time out. They're going to keep McCullough on the mound with still 2 outs. He's going to try to pick off the volley. Not going to work. That one loops outside. A lot of curves today in McCullough's pitch diet, as he starts off 1-0. And again, he'll try to pick off the volley. Not going to work. Crowd chirping a little bit. And third time, still no. McCullough maybe trying to throw Harris off a little bit here. Peeks over his shoulder, throws the pitch. Harris going to bounce this one up to the shortstop, who's going to mishandle it for a second, and Harris is going to get there. That's going to be Trent Ware mishandling that one. And John Harris going to get the infield single.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 5, E.J. Hankerson.
Saw a similar thing happen with Jake Butler earlier in the inning. Ware could just not get the throw in time. This time it looked like he kind of fumbled with it for a minute. But we'll have E.J. Hankerson at the plate. And this one's going to get away from the catcher. Runners will advance, which means we will now have 2 runners in scoring position for Hankerson. And after a pretty sound first inning, the Dons are facing some hot water. 6 runs and 6 hits conceded. No, it's not looking good when you're giving up 2 infield singles in a single inning. McCullough tries to regroup here. Still sitting on 2 outs. Just one will retire the side. The pitch comes in. EJ's going to hit this one right over the backstop. I'll catch him on that one. Swinging. This one's high, trying to arch it in, not going to work. And now we have 3-1. If EJ walks here, there'll be bases loaded for Aguilera up next. And he's going to send this one to right field. Might be a pop-up, and it is. That will send the side switching up for Loyola. But Calvert Hall is going to tack on 3 more runs this inning to take a very commanding 6-0 lead. And we'll see you at the top of the third. Casale's going to come up now, the right fielder. Just made the pop-up catch to send the side switching. And this one's going to be fired straight up. Connor Keys unable to track that one down in the sun. Looks visibly frustrated. That'll mean Casale will get the infield single as Bonaparte comes up.
Now batting for the Dons is number 1, Josh Bonaparte.
Bonaparte struck out looking, I believe, last time up. And this one thrown a little bit high by Don Barr. Still not a lot of action on the offensive side for the Dons. Don Barr looking to keep it that way as this one, Bonaparte swings big. Can't get contact. A little bit to the outside there. Hoping to get Bonaparte to bite. He won't. And it'll now be 2-1. And this one can be fired straight back to the net. Bring out a 2-2 count now. And Bonaparte will send this one to third, but it will be called foul before it gets there. And
Thanks, Matt.
strike 2 is still on the board.
Sorry, 2-2. Drop catch.
And second base ump going to call that one a ball for Bonaparte on the almost check swing. And this one fired straight up out of the playing field. Still 3-2, full count for Bonaparte. Barr hoping to get him for the second time. And they're going to call it a ball. Or, no. Mixed signals coming from the ump, but it looks like Bonaparte will take the base. So Barr will walk him. Runners on first and second.
For the Dons is number 15, Leo Faust.
As the left fielder Faust comes up for the second time today. Steps out of the box momentarily. And that one looked like they curled in for a strike, but it's called just outside the zone. And that one will sit in there for strike 1. After a close call on the first pitch. And that one's going to be fired over the head of Connor Keys all the way to the back wall of the warning track. And that'll drive 2 runners in as Faust becomes credited with 2 RBI. And Loyola gets on the board with their first hit. And Loyola will tack on 2 runs.
Batting next for the Dons is number 13, Trent Ware.
Trent Ware, the shortstop. He's going to make contact. Heads to Jake Butler, looking for the quick out to first, and he will get it. So Calvert Hall's first out coming. 4 at-bats in. And 1 runner in scoring position.
Batting next for
And
the
that will be
Dons
Leo
is number
Faust.
30, Austin Gemmel.
Now the first baseman, Gemmel, going to come up to the plate. Low and inside there. So ball 1. And this one's a shot to center field. And it looks like the volley will be there to catch the fly, but Loyola's came out of nowhere with 3 straight runs. Looking like a bit of a resurgence here. Still 2 outs facing them, however.
Batting next for
Jake
the
Hawk's
Dons
going
is
to come
number
up
26,
to the plate.
Jake Hawk.
The catcher. And this one cutting it close, but can call it a strike. Ooh. Fastball near the knees of Gemmel. Or of Hawk, rather. Similar spot, which will make it 2-1 now. This one going to be chopped up. Connor Keys going to flip it over to Dom Barr, and they're going to get him. Close call there, but Dom Barr sliding in just in time. Great communication there between Connor Keys and Dom Barr, the pitcher. After a less than ideal inning, the Cards will now be back up to bat for the bottom of the 3rd. And we'll see you there. New pitcher alert for the Dons, Joey
For the
Benskini.
Cardinals is number 22, Dylan Aguilera.
As we'll now have Dylan Aguilera come up to the plate. First pitch from Benskini. A little bit inside there, near Aguilera. And Aguilera is going to send this one to left field. Popped out there.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 18, Tyler Gibbons.
And Gibbons up yet again after the single last time around. Benskini now. And this one tipped right back. Gibbons looked close to sending that one. Just could not get the right positioning on that. And we see now 1-1 count. Pitch coming in, curveball, puts it right in there. For strike two, beautiful pitch from Benskini. Benskini now throws that one near the turf. Now 2-2 count. Swing and a miss from Gibbons, and that'll be a strikeout for Benskini.
Batting next for the Cardinals.
Jack Kerr up now, the designated hitter. Or no, sorry, third baseman. Who had the bunt out last time to advance Aguilera. And that one looked like it hit Kerr, I think on the elbow there maybe. And he'll get the hit by pitch walk. And we're now coming back up.
Is number 8, Jake Butler.
Top of the inning. And Jake Butler will be back up. After the infield single last time around, it was mishandled by Ware. First pitch coming in for a strike. This one high there near the hands of Butler. One and one now as this one looks a little inside. Butler's going to chop it right back up. Butler's still on first. I believe he's stolen twice today. Waiting for the right opportunity, perhaps. 1-2 now is the count. Butler takes a nice lead. Not going to take off. Oh, and that was Jack Kerr on base. My apologies, but it won't matter because it will retire the sides as Jake Butler will pop out. And we will see you for the top of the fourth. And a pitching change now for the Cards at the top of the fourth. Ryan Perry will come in for Don Barr.
Is number 5, John Braxton.
And his first opponent will be Braxton now, number 5. Who walked last time around. New pitching look for the Cards after a tough inning from Don Barr, wherein he conceded 3 runs. Still a 6-3 lead for the Cards, and they're looking to defend that. A little bit low there, but Perry will find his first strike of the afternoon. And a little bit low near the turf. Whoa, near the head of Braxton there. Ryan Perry with the high Sox pride out there. And this one, yet again near the dirt. And Perry will walk him. Second walk of the day for Braxton.
Batting next for the Dons is number 7, Grant Bruns.
And we'll now see Grant Bruns up. As King's going to walk Perry back to the mound. Talk with him for a minute. After a quick mound meeting, back to the at-bat. Count is 1-0. Still no outs. Braxton at first. And another low one. Seems to be where Ryan's throwing at. 2-0 now. Still only 1 strike so far in 2 at-bats. This one's a little bit inside, and he'll get strike number 1 in this at-bat. And this one going to be thrown out to Jake Butler, trying to turn 2. And it looks like he will get neither. Correction, they will get Braxton out. Could not turn the double play. Did not think that they got him, but
Batting next for the Dons is
nevertheless, we will have Bruns at first and Zach Stoles at the plate. And Stoles swinging big. Seems to be his MO. A couple big swings last time around. Couldn't make contact. Perry now with the quick windup. Lead a ball 1. And this one will be sent to right field foul territory. Bouncing off the gate. And Stoll's going to reach for that one. A little bit out there, but 1-2 now. As Perry searches for his first strikeout. And he will get it. 2 outs now on the board for the Cards. No hits yet allowed this inning.
Batting next for the Dons is number 2, Dom Casale.
As Casale now will come up to round out the order for the Dons. And a quick swing and a miss. Quick swing and a miss. Good pitch from Perry there. And this one sent near right center field, trying to track it down, and he falls in doing so. Casale will go at least 3, and maybe home, looking for an inside the park. Lamar King getting a chase down here, and it looks like King will grab him. Calling him out, almost an inside the park for Casale. Casale, he will not drive a run home after getting out. And after the top of the 4th, the Dons will come out with 1 run, 6-4. And we'll be back for the bottom of the 4th.
fourth.
Connor
for the
Keys up
Cardinals
now.
is number 11, Connor Keys.
Keys going to call for a strike on the first pitch here of the bottom of the fourth. A little bit outside there. Again outside from Benskini. Same pitch 3 times it seems, and now be looking at 3-1 for Keys, who actually walked last time around. He may be taking another free trip to first, and that's looks like that's going to be 2 walks for Keys so far today.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 4, Lamar King.
And King singling last time around. Has Keys on first, and it's 2 for 2 so far today. And this one, Lamar ducking to get out of the way. And low and in the turf for ball 2 from Benskini. Keys still on first.
I've done this guy for many years. Done this guy since youth baseball.
King firing that one foul near the first base line. And that one sent to right center field. That one may be gone, hits the right field wall. That may send Key. No, he will stop at third. So a double for Lamar King. And he's done it all today. A single, a double, and a homer
Pitch running for
so
the
far.
Cardinals is number 15, Daniel Jenkins.
And Jenkins once again will come in as the pinch runner for King. And Duvali up now for his third appearance. And McKean will throw for strike 1. Another one thrown right into the turf there. So 2-1 now. And Diwali's going to send that one towards center. And center field will not be able to track that one down. He's going to hit the back wall. Going to send Keys and Jenkins home now. So a double there for Diwali. That's going to be his third RBI. And we'll make the score 8-4. Going to have a mound meeting. And Harris will be up next.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 2, John Harris.
Harris now will return to the plate. And he's going to send this one to the shortstop. Trying to track it, and he does. That'll be Ware bringing that one in. For the first out of the inning.
For the Cardinals is number 5.
Hankerson up now, yet to record a hit. We'll have the volley on second. Keenan out with the pitch. Right down the middle there for strike 1. Mishandled there a bit by Hawk. Low into the right, and that'll make it ball 2. Still just 1 out, charged against the Cardinals. And that one's going to curve in there for strike 2. Hankerson frustrated with himself on that one. And he's going to chop that one out to right field. Right field has to back up for it. He's going to make the catch. However, Diwali will advance to third, which will put him in scoring position. And Hankerson popping that one up.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 2.
Now we're going to have Ryan Haney up in place of Aguilera. See if Haney can drive in another run here to build on to the dominating 8-4 lead Calvert Hall has built so far. First pitch will be thrown low into the right near the turf for a 1-0 count. And this one, nailing him right in the back. Oh. And it's actually going to hit the wood there, it looks like. Count as a foul ball and strike one. Very unlucky there. Looks from up here like it nailed him right there in the center of his back, but some poor luck there. And another one thrown low. So 2-1 now, still 2 outs. Now 3-1 for Benkini. This one sweeping near the feet of Haney. And this will now put runners on the corners for the Cards. As number 18, Tyler Gibbons, going to come up.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 18, Tyler Gibbons.
Gibbons struck out swinging last time around after singling before that. That one curls right in there for a strike. Checks it there, but stops himself. 1-1. And that one's going to be popped up near first base, foul territory, and it'll
Hit off the car.
go near the concession stand outside the gated area. And it'll be called for strike two. High there on that one from Benkini. 2-2. 1 out away from retiring the sides. And that's going to be Haney taking off for second. Gibbons really looking to go yard, bring in 2 potentially here. And he'll sit and watch that one go by for ball 4. This will now load the bases in time for Jack Kerr to come up to bat.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 3, Jack Kerr.
Pitching change hasn't done too much here for the Dons' favor, as Calvert Hall has now expanded their lead. Benkini's facing bases loaded, and Jack Kerr up at the plate. Floats the first one in for strike one. And this one coming close to the helmet of Kerr. And he was hit by the pitch last time around. Doesn't faze him too much there. Gets right back into it, 1-1. And Kerr's going to shoot that one to the gap between third and shortstop. And Haney's going to think about turning home. But Kerr will settle with the single and the RBI. As we will now come back to the top for Jake Butler.
For the Cardinals is number 8, Jake Butler.
And still bases loaded. Haney did not come home on that one. Deemed it too risky. 9-4 lead. 9 hits for the Cards through 4 so far. And Butler gonna send that one to right. However, it looks too far right. And that'll be strike 1. And coming a little close inside to Butler. Benkini now winds that one up. Got to get control of some of these pitches here. Nearly a head chopper there. 2-1 now still. And it comes close to his shoulder. Benkini really got to get a hold on this one. 3-1, a walk will bring Haney home. Yet it will still keep bases loaded. For Connor Keys up next. And this one's going to drill him in the back. And the ump's going to come over and talk to Benkini for a minute. Going to see a mound visit. Looking like a potential pitching switch. And that's how it's going to be. Going to see number 19, Brad Seiss, come in. Loyola, both sides have had their pitching struggles, but
Now pitching
clearly
for the Cardinals is
Loyola
number 19,
has
Brad
struggled mightily.
Seiss.
Now a 10-4 lead for the Cards. Just a 2-run ball game and has expanded to 6. And so we will be back in just a moment.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 11, Connor Keys.
And Connor Keys now looking at the bases loaded here. The Dons just trying to get out of this 4th inning. Brad Seiss coming in to relieve Benkini. And still looking like more of the same, low and in the turf for ball 1. Really love to see Keys take the cover off this ball here. Little sidearm action there. Looks for the strike.
Here comes Shields. Shields is coming up. Shields is going to get that jump.
And Keys going to bat that one right to the shortstop. And quick little shovel pass, and that'll take the Dons out the 4th. Calvert Hall's taking a 10-4 lead, and we'll see you in the 5th. And to start this 5th, Bonaparte going to be up at the plate.
5th inning for the Dons is number 1, Josh Bonaparte.
Perry still on the mound, and his first pitch will be good for strike 1.
Okay, I just turned off my text notifications. Okay, good.
And Bonaparte's going to knock that one back for a quick 0-2 count. Perry shakes off a couple pitches. And high on that one. Doesn't mow him down. Settles for a 1-2 count.
Come around.
2-2 now. And Bonaparte's going to launch that one back.
Told him to come around.
And Bonaparte's going to get struck out swinging for a quick first out from Perry.
Batting next for the Dons is number 15, Leo Faust.
Leo Faust now back up.
He did that. I told him, I said, that's not when you come up.
Big hit coming from him earlier.
I can't hear you.
And Perry in the windup. And this one
Like, what is Steve?
bombed out to the parking lot. Good for strike 1. And after this game, be popped up, tracked down by Gibbons.
Now batting for the Dons is number 13, Trent Ware.
And after this one, the Cards go out to Spalding to face the top-ranked team in the conference right now, undefeated in conference games, Archbishop Spalding, as this one's grounded out to Jack Kerr at third, and easy out, 1, 2, 3. Cards will switch the sides up, very quick inning.
Sorry.
And as I was saying last time, Calvert Hall faced Spalding. It was a one-run game. Unfortunately, Calvert Hall was on the losing end, losing 2 runs to 1. We'll see if Calvert Hall can dethrone the Kings as we take a quick break, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. And we have Lamar up now to lead off for the 5th, bottom of the 5th. Would have been helpful to see him at the plate in that bases loaded scenario.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Cardinals is number 4, Lamar King.
And King gets drilled by that one. And it's not very good pitching talent today from the Dons.
Pinch running at first for the Cardinals is number 15, Daniel Jenkins.
That'll be the 3rd hit by pitch we'll see today going against the Cards.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 26, Chase Davali.
Davali coming off that double.
When? At the end of the 6th? You guys need anything?
Davali now, 1-0 is the count. And swings at that one. Daniel Jenkins going to get down in time. A pinch runner. Going to make it to second. Still no outs. Davali sitting on 1-1.
Yep, that's it.
And high here. Sice not really getting into a rhythm yet. Davali's going to chop that one right over the awning. And we'll be looking at 2-2.
Look at Sheila's getting in there.
And the volley's going to send this one a shot to center field. And the pop's going to be made by Braxton out there, I believe. And that's going to be the first out going against the Cards. John Harris now up. His only hit so far today was the infield single.
John Harris.
Oh. And another one. Harris takes that one like a champ, hit by pitch. And that's going to be the fourth time that's happened already today. The Loyola pitching room is really just not doing too well.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 5, E.J. Hankerson.
Hankerson without a hit so far, 0 for 3. Looking to change that right now with 2 runners on. And a big hit would be just what the Cards want right now. And that one's going to come in for a strike. One out, 2 runners on. Count is 0-1. Coming the pitch, EJ gonna bat that one to third. Fumbled a little bit, and they're gonna call him out. But that will put 2 runners in scoring position. We're gonna have Ryan Haney.
Number 23, Ryan Haney.
It's gonna bring Haney, the sophomore, in. And that one's gonna come in the curveball. Comes in for a strike. Low into the outside, make that ball 1. Two outs now. We're going to have a pinch runner coming in, number 17. Nick Bornasouza's coming in. And Haney gonna make contact. Will fly foul. One more pitch will get Sice out of this nightmare of an inning. And Haney gonna barely make contact there, but it will fly foul, keep him alive at the plate. And this one gonna fly right over his head. We've seen quite a few of those today. More than I can count on one hand at least. And Haney once again sending that into the parking lot. And Haney's going to get caught swinging. Despite two players in scoring position, Calvert Hall will not be able to convert. 10-4 lead heading into the top of the 6th now. And we'll see you then. And Gemmel now going to lead for the top of the sixth.
Okay.
And first pitch coming in high from Ryan Perry. Still only 2 hits allowed for the Cards. Strike 2. I mean, ball 2 coming in. High and inside. Opposite corner now. 3 pitches, 3 balls to start off top of the 6th. Perry's done a good job protecting this Calvert Hall lead. However, he'll walk Gemmel in just 4 pitches. As we'll now see Jake Hawk come back up, the catcher.
Number 26, Jake Hawk.
First pitch coming in as a strike. Hawk going to get contact. That's going to fly foul. Just near the right field foul line. And big swing and a miss there from Gemmel. And that'll be a strikeout as now Braxton's going to come up.
Batting next for the Dons is number 5, Josh Braxton.
Braxton's been walked twice so far this afternoon. Perry fires that one down the middle. Catches Braxton swinging.
We'll have our moments.
A little low there on that one. That'll be 3-1. Perry hoping to avoid second walk this inning. And he cannot avoid it. I'll put Braxton on first. Walked for the 3rd time today. And we'll bring up Grant Bruns, the designated hitter. And pitching change for the Cards. C.J. Garrick now going to come in
Number 7, Grant Bruns.
to relieve Perry. And he'll face Grant Bruns. First pitch nearing the helmet of Bruns. Called for ball 1. And a beautiful pitch there, right down the middle. Again, a little inside for ball 2. Bruns gonna hit that in the gap there. And this should load the bases for the Dons. Garrick loses the match up there, and we're going to see number 14, Zach Stoles.
Is number 14, Zach Stoles.
The third baseman. Bases loaded now for Stoles. Just 1 out and 4 runs for the Dons. Seeing if they can propel a late game revival here. Garrick pitches. This one going to be chopped in the right field. It'll fall foul. Just shy of the parking lot, it looks like. for strike one. Garrett got to work hard to not let this lead falter. Pitch now. Catches Stoles swinging as he goes down 0-2. And it's going to be chopped out to Kerr. He's going to step on the bag and fire a quick one for a beautiful double play. That's going to be Jack Kerr. Fumbled at first, steps on the bag, makes the perfect call there. And that will protect the Calvert Hall 10-4 lead.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Cardinals is number 18, Tyler Gibbons.
Gibbons up the back facing Sice to start off the bottom of the sixth. And this one gets away from Hawk for ball one. Gibbons was walked his last time up. 2 pitches low and outside, opposite corner. And this one's going to drill him in the back. That's going to be the 6th hit by pitch we've seen. Fifth. And after turning the impressive double play, Jack Kerr will come up to the plate.
Jack Kerr.
Wow.
That'll be strike one for Kerr with Gibbons on first.
I think you should just play it.
Seiss now in the windup. Slides that one in. And Kerr will go down 0-2. And this one's going to hit him right in the helmet. Seiss looks visibly frustrated with that one. And that's going to be Kerr's second hit by pitch. And this will bring us up to the top of the order. So we've seen Butler, King, Harris, Gibbons, and Kerr all hit by the pitch at least once today. 6 in total so far. And Seiss is going to throw this one on the turf. Wild pitch. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position. Butler's been walked twice. An infield single early on and popped up. He has 1 RBI as well. And this one thrown again low for ball 2. Not a good position for the Dons to be in at the moment. As Hawk's going to go converse with Seiss. Some words of encouragement, hopefully. And that one's going to curve across the zone for a strike. Two one now. This one again thrown into the dirt. Gibbons probing, seeing if he should advance. Ultimately decides to stay back. So still runners on second and third. And a 3-1 count facing Jake Butler. And Jake will take his base. Now still 0 outs. Butler got walked 3 times. Going to bring up Connor Keys now, who had a double in his first at-bat. And for the 3rd time today, we may see a potential Dons pitching change. And we'll be back after that. And Key's going to come up now with the bases loaded. Cardinals have seen this position quite a bit so far today. See if Keys can make something happen. And that one's going to float in there for a strike. And Key's going to send that one to left field. And it'll be tracked down for pop fly, but it'll send Gibbons home. So the sack fly there for Keys. It's going to be his second RBI. And, of course, now we have the big hitter, Lamar King, up. He homered
For
earlier.
the Cardinals is number 4, Lamar King.
This is the kind of guy you want in this situation. Looking for a moonshot here from the Georgia Tech commit. And 1-0. And high up there.
That curveball was pushed right down there. We would have smacked. That would have been over.
Lamar 3 for 4 today. He was one of the victims of the stray ball. Getting hit by the pitch at his last at-bat. You can tell he wanted that one. Just in there for a strike. Strike 1, 2-1 now. Facing Lamar King. And again, he has runners on first and second. And he gets a hold of that one. It looks like it'll be popped up to right field. And the catch has been made. Now we got Chase Diwali coming up next.
Batting next for the Cardinals is number 26, Chase Diwali.
Diwali's had a great game so far. 3 RBIs. See if he can get 3 more. This one low in there for a strike. Sice looking like things are turning around for him. Trying to get the Dons out of this inning. And Diwali's going to send that one to center field. Going to track it down, and now we'll retire the sides. As the Dons are going to head into the top of the 7th now. Casal's going to be up to bat. Garrick's going to look to close this one out. First pitch, swing and a miss from Casale. And hit foul. After the ball batted foul, near the third base line, Casale. just a little bit high.
You should pick songs for them for welcome. Loyola. Like they have special funny meetings for them.
No, they do that.
You get in trouble for that.
Yeah,
They do funny songs. Loyola did a lot of funny
they
songs.
do.
And Casale
They play some
gets struck out looking. And now Derek Seitz will come up to the plate. First
You
appearance.
should have introduced him as Jagger Jones. So that would have fun.
And he's going to chop that one right back to the net.
Aren't they not allowed to wear 42 like Calvert?
It's just in the major.
That's weird. I feel like it should be interesting. I thought it was like normal across like normal baseball.
I think the major is fine.
And that one hitting the plate there. Garrett's going to come up. Garrett's going to come up 1-1.
Doesn't Mr. Robinson have a son named Jack? J-Rob?
I don't know.
What's the kid named Jack? I think
And again, chopped right back for strike 2.
so good. I think graduated.
Never had what's his name? J-Rob.
And that one comes dangerously close to clipping Sice. And this one's going to be bad to the second baseman. Quick out there to Keys. And 2 up, 2 down.
Batting next
As we're not going to
for the
see
Dons is
AJ
number 9,
Seismansky.
Seismansky.
Is that the same? Quick after keys?
Ground ball out there, fielded by Gibbons. As that'll now be 2 down for the Dons.
Control is fun to TV on Narcos or something. That won't be going on time. TV or Top Chef.
And this one should be popped out. And it will. That's going to be the ball game, folks. Calvert Hall in a very good win, 11-4 over their rival Loyola Dons. Calvert Hall is going to cement their placing as the 2 seed. It's been a very good afternoon here at Carlo Crispino Stadium.
Best of the rest of their day and a safe drive home. You can join us in our next home game.
Thank you all for joining us. I've been Luka Posevec, and we'll see you next time.
New Jersey.